in a documentary. There's a couple things I'll share with you guys on what I took away from it. But Rob, maybe share the clip on how he got access to some of the footage of the documentary. Is this the one, Rob?
Yep.
Go for it.
How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day.
Perhaps.
Combs' team firing back in a statement to NBC News, saying the Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece and that they relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. His team sending a cease and desist to Netflix.
If Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons.
In 50 Cent's new documentary, the silence is louder than any accusation. For years, names like Diddy and T.D. Jakes moved through separate worlds, music, faith, influence, rarely questioned in the same sentence. But when power operates across institutions, truth doesn't disappear, it waits. What stayed hidden was not a single act, but a system that rewarded proximity, protected reputation, and taught everyone nearby that silence was safer than clarity. And when the silence finally breaks, the real question is not what happened, it's how long it was allowed to continue.
He pulled me to himself, wrapped his arms around me, and tried to kiss me. And in that moment, I literally died.
This was a shock to many in the religious community. Bishop T.D. Jakes has been a spiritual advisor to presidents and a religious voice to thousands.
Because, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has prepared us for his departure for many decades. And many people, if you wrongly idol worship someone, you could have a void.
We just had a shake in not only the religious community, but our culture's community, to where Dallas, we have people like Kirk Franklin, Erykah Badu. You know of these names, and then you hear someone like Bishop Jakes, the Potter's House, that of course has risen Dallas to where you have these entities and these figures that, when you say the name, you kind of already know what it is. And we just recently seen that Bishop Jakes had stepped down. Now, I want to have this conversation because I have my own theories. No Diddy, but I have my own theories about why he would step down. But I do want to address the fact that he did step down. What is y'all take on it? And then also, where does it go from here? Dooney, if you don't mind, I can start with you because you actually have a personal relationship with Bishop Jakes. You've been calling him out for the past few years, damn near feel like a decade or so. You've been calling the man out, and now it seems like he didn't answer your phone call, and now he done stepped all the way down.
Yeah.
So
I don't blame him. I wouldn't answer the phone call.
Bitch, don't start letting ask me the question.
I know. I wouldn't answer your call. Come on, go ahead though.
Okay,
yeah, please.
Let me say this, man, to Bishop T.D. Jakes. You know what I'm saying? It was never any beef, anything like that. It was just some things that went on that I wanted to sit down and talk to you about that happened at the Mega Fest in Atlanta. And one of the ministers you had on staff, and because of where I came from, you know what I'm saying, it challenged my faith because of some things he did. So I just wanted to talk to you. I talked to Sean. Well, I didn't say no name, but your head security guard came to holler at me. And I sent the word out that I just wanted to speak with you. But your son came by. Shout out to my man, your son, Jermaine, he know what it is. And we talked and we discussed it. But I just want to say this to you, Bishop. You have sown a lot of seeds in Dallas. Ever since you came down, I had the honor of cutting your hair, meeting your First Lady, Jakes, Mama Jakes, Sarah, Cora. I just mentioned y'all named Jermaine, Jamar, Lil Dex. It was an honor meeting you all. And let me say to Mama Jakes, thank you for allowing us.
In 50 Cent's documentary, a prominent pulpit figure steps aside and timing becomes the story. TDD. Jakes has spent decades building a brand of certainty, measured language, institutional reach, proximity to civic power. So a public transfer of leadership reads as more than routine succession. In an era where reputations can fracture overnight, withdrawal often signals anticipation rather than rest. When leadership changes coincide with a separate, high-profile legal storm intensifying around Diddy, the public instinctively connects dots even before facts are finalized. And if succession can be both spiritual and strategic, how do we tell when faith ends and risk management begins?
His wife's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday!
Gene Deal, happy to have you back on the platform, man. It's been a while, man. I haven't had you on the platform in a long time, man.
Man, stop playing, man. I ain't never left, man. Shit. All I did was change clothes.
So I want to get right into it, man. How you feel about these rumors surrounding, Diddy and T.D. Jakes?
Man, what I think about it is this, when I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You have to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin, drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making the Christians look real bad right about now.
And you've been to these parties, right?
Oh yeah, I was there when he was doing the white parties in the Hamptons and the whole 9 yards. So I know what goes on at the parties. If they probably got a little bit more freakier, as time went on, because they got to the point whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, where people used to go to, separate rooms and different rooms, and they wasn't doing that out in the public, but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other that's just crazy.
So why do you think he was going to these parties?
I think that he's going to the Diddy parties, bruh. If he's going, we know he's going to the Diddy parties, and I know that it's, I know what usually happens at the Diddy party, or what we told us happened at the Diddy parties. Maybe he need to see it for himself, man. Maybe he need to go there and really be involved in some things that could help save some individuals while they going to those parties. Or maybe he just going to...
A civil filing introduces a name, and culture rushes to judgment before the process does. In 50 Cent's documentary, the transcript reflects a familiar pattern. An allegation appears inside a broader legal narrative, and proximity begins to function as proof. T.D. Jakes' influence has long been described as relational advisor, connector, stabilizer, so the suggestion that credibility itself could be leveraged carries weight beyond the claim. Legal systems separate allegation from fact, public memory rarely does. When judgment arrives early and lingers indefinitely, what role is left for due process to play?
Man, it's hard to even talk about why would you find a religious man, when that the saints supposed to separate themselves from the sinners, and why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bro? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating, maybe, like I said, men on men, women on women. it's hard to put in perspective unless he's involving himself what is actually going on at the parties. It's hard, brother. Bruh, you know, you can't, I really don't know why, as a spiritual advisor to him, that they buddy while he got a party with him like that and be at his parties. It's got to be, maybe it's something more that meets the eye. You know, I don't know. You know, I've had, you know, I've talked to preachers and I've talked to reverends and priests, but they ain't never came to a party with me or nothing like that. So it's hard to figure that one out, bruh, without even saying, you know, what people might be thinking. But I heard that there's supposed to be some tapes or something that's coming out real soon, and I guess we'll all really know the truth if anything's on those tapes.
From your point of view, right, when you look at T.D. Jakes, your point of view, your opinion, do you take him serious as a pastor?
Do I take him serious? That's not my type of pastor. You know, you got to look at a person's household, and if your household is not in order, you understand, how you gonna help somebody else get their house in order? You know, one of his sons got arrested, you know, some years ago in Dallas, you know, allegedly for being found in a park where a bunch of people that are homosexuals hang out and indulge in sexual activity. And I heard his two sons, which are not his biological sons, both of them are from that LGBT community. Now, how you gonna help me straighten out my house, and to me, your house ain't in order? Not saying that something is wrong with them being and choosing that lifestyle, but something is wrong with them choosing that lifestyle, being in a household with a reverend.
Sense documentary closes without resolution by design. The line between evidence and speculation remains contested, and audiences are asked to sit with discomfort while legal timelines unfold slowly. Institutions overlap. Church, celebrity, media, law, and responsibility diffuses across them all, from T.D. Jakes to Diddy and beyond. Everyone claims to be waiting for the full story, yet waiting itself becomes a form of protection. If accountability is endlessly deferred, who actually benefits from patience?